Hey, I don't know if you heard the big news. Pfizer and BioNTech announced vaccine candidate against COVID-19 achieved success in first interim analysis from phase 3 study. So Pfizer is announcing they've had some very successful tests of their vaccine. And this news is coming straight from, let me check. Oh, Pfizer. It's coming straight from Pfizer, just so you know. Okay. So vaccine candidate was found to be more than 90% effective in preventing COVID-19 in participants without evidence of prior SARS infection in the first efficacy analysis. Again, so that's unbelievable, almost 90%. And again, this is coming from Pfizer. Analysis evaluated 94 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in trial participants. Study enrolled 40,538 participants, with 42% having diverse backgrounds, and no serious safety concerns have been observed. Safety and additional efficacy data continue to be collected. Submission for emergency use authorization, that's called the EUA, emergency use authorization, to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration planned after required safety milestone is achieved, which is currently expected to occur in the third week of November. So in other words, organizations other than the manufacturer are going to get to weigh in on this thing. That's what that means. So they have to submit to so because this, by the way, so that's why you have to look at this skeptically, because it's coming. So wait till you get another organization to verify all this. BioNTech Pfizer stock soar after COVID-19 vaccine candidate achieved success in the first analysis. Soar. So now you know why Pfizer would want to release that data, right? Now you get it. But I'm sure they wouldn't be biased about the vaccines working or anything, right? Would they? Would they? I mean, just because it makes their money go. We have never taken any money from the U.S. government or from anyone, said Catherine Jansen, a senior vice president at Pfizer. Can you believe they say that kind of stuff? We just take advantage of the tax breaks in the predatory pharmaceutical industry that allow us to be legal. That's what we take advantage of. They never take money, really? Well, David Sirota tweeted this out. Pfizer claims it has never taken money from the government after it has received more than $500 million in public subsidies and assistance. What are you talking about? Subsidy tracker parent company, Pfizer. Subsidy. Look at, there it is. State and local, federal grants, total $375 million. Total face value, local bailout summary. So they got lots. So here, there's even more. There it is. State and local. There's your big numbers. That's three. If you can't see, that's $378 million. So the U.S. agrees to pay Pfizer and BioNTech $2 billion for 100 million doses of coronavirus vaccine. Hey, I thought you guys didn't take any money from the... If that's not taking money, could you please sign me up so I could take some of that not money from the government? Wow. If that's not taking money, and if that's not taking money, I would like to take some of that money. What do you mean, Jimmy? Well, under the agreement, the United States will get 100 million doses of the vaccine if it works, and it can acquire a 500 million additional doses if needed. German biotech firm BioNTech and U.S.-based Pfizer are jointly developing the vaccine. Health and Human Services said Americans won't have to pay for it. Don't be quick to trust Big Pharma here. This is from Public Citizen. Releasing this, they're a think tank that doesn't take corporate money. Public Citizens are the good guys. Don't be quick to trust Big Pharma here. Releasing preliminary and incomplete clinical trial data by press release is terrible science. Until this vaccine candidate receives independent review, we should temper our expectations. That's exactly right. In other words, until folks that don't have a massive financial incentive for this thing to work take a look at it, don't get your hopes up. Man, whoever thought turning healthcare into a massive profit center would backfire? Whoever thought that? I wonder why no other industrialized nation in the world goes about health and medicine the way we do. I wonder why. Natalie Scher tweets out, I don't know if Pfizer's preliminary claim of 90% efficacy is accurate, but I do know that they have every incentive to hype their vax as much as possible. And it's extremely effed that consequential public health messaging is coming through a corporate filter. Ding, ding. FYI, Fox News poll, 72% of people in America are for Medicare for all. What you need to know about, oh, by the way, can I just tell you this about, here's the thing, so there's going to be a lot of, I don't even know if I should talk about this, but a lot of people don't want to get that vaccine. They're afraid. I mean, we had Bill Binney on here. He was saying there's his theories about what they're going to do with it. But I got a freaking vaccine. I got a flu vaccine a couple of years ago. Did I tell you about this? Did I ever tell people about this?
I don't think so.
There's this thing. I have this. It's called Sirva, S-I-R-V-A. And that's sometimes if you get, when I got the flu vaccine, they did it incorrectly. I didn't even know that was a possibility that they could do it incorrectly. They did it incorrectly. And I got this, Sirva. What is that? Sirva is after a vaccine injection, many people experience arm soreness or stiffness in the shoulder. For most people, this pain will only last a day or two, and they can resume their normal lives. However, others will suffer unusual shoulder pain. They're unable to move their arms for weeks, forcing them to miss work. They may develop long-lasting health effects from shoulder pain and swelling. Although the cases are rare, they have been recognized by medical communities as shoulder injury related to vaccine administration. It's called Sirva. So I had that. I got it, and I don't know what happened, but for at least 2 years, my arm was messed up, and it went through my whole shoulder, like my what do you call shoulder blade. And that's why, so when people ask me to get, I would go back to whenever I go to the doctor, you want to get your flu shot? I'm never getting a flu shot. Mm-hmm. And I had to go in and get a steroid for my back. Remember when my back broke out horrible, stress related, and the guy was going to give me a shot of steroids, and I was afraid of shots because of what happened. I go, I'm not taking any shots. And he goes, you have to take this shot. And I go, I'm not taking it. And so he gave me medicine instead, right? I didn't take that shot. Sirva happens when a vaccine is injected into the shoulder capsule rather than the deltoid muscles in your shoulder. Basically, a shoulder injury occurs when a vaccine is improperly administered. The vaccine is sometimes given too high on the shoulder or too deeply into the tissue. A shoulder injury related to vaccine administration can also happen when a medical professional uses the wrong needle length. How the fuck is that even possible? Vaccines that are improperly administered may inflame and injure nearby tendons, ligaments, or bursa. That's a fluid-filled sac in your shoulder. As a result, people with Sirva experience intense shoulder pain, loss of mobility, and other long-lasting problems. I have that. That's why I will never get another flu vaccine. I will never get a flu vaccine. They have them where you can put them in your nose. I think you can, like a
That's
mist.
another way that they, okay.
I think there's so I'll do that, but I will never get another. My arm still hurts to this day. It's not 100%. It's still, for years. A hurt. Like just stand, I would just be walking my dog and my shoulder would be hurting. Just, I'm holding a leash in the other hand, my hand, nothing. Couldn't lift anything, didn't. So I had this. So that's going to be the problem when the vaccine comes up. There's going to be a lot of people who don't want to get the vaccine anyway. And vaccines are only, like, I think they're not 100% effective. They're not even 90%. The flu vaccine is like somewhere around 60% effective, the regular flu vaccine. So I hope the vaccine is strong and good and it works and everything, and I hope a lot of people get it if it works. Venezuela came up with a medicine, I'm going to have to look more into this, that they said treats coronavirus. That would be really fantastic if that's real. So that's in trials right now, so that would be that's what I would do. I would be more inclined to do that. But okay, there you go. Hey, everybody, this is the part where I tell you where all our live shows are, but there aren't any. And then this is why I tell you to join our premium program and get extra content, but nobody's got a fucking job. So just enjoy the video.